An allegory can be a story, poem, or picture that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral or a political tone. The allegory of the cave is an excerpt from book number 7 of the Republic by Plato. Socrates starts off by telling Glaucon to imagine some prisoners inside of a cave. They would be restrained in such a way that they would only face the back of the cave. Behind them, there is a fire that enables shadows from the outside world to appear before them. The shadows take form of anything passing along the road. Picture men dwelling in sort of a subterranean cavern with a long entrance. Conceive them as having their legs and necks fettered from childhood, so that they remain in the same spot, able to look forward only. I see the long cave in the allegory as our life. The 3 men symbolize us, and them being restrained to me represents how we are shaped to be, think, and act a certain way. Since early we're taught to only look forward a certain way, to forget our present, and to live for the future, thus depriving us from fulfillment. We think, act, and talk the way a higher being or an authoritative figure tells us to. Later in the story, we learn that the prisoner is set free. He is told that the shadows weren't the real thing. However, being that this is his only reality, he denies reality. The prisoner gradually adjusts to reality and sees everything how it is intended to be seen, and not just by one dull perspective. The prisoner sees how the sun reveals everything about an object, unlike the fire with only the shadow. And so, finally, I suppose he will be able to look upon the sun itself and see its true nature. And isn't some sort of the cause of all these things they had seen. Once we discover something that shakes our everyday life, we are set free. We are presented a new reality that shows us every side of a person, place, thing, idea, etc. We can now make new conclusions and act based on our new knowledge. Our own curiousness is the sun that shines bright and shows us everything. Later in the allegory, we learn that the prisoner returns to the cave only to be shunned for seeing differently. If such a one should go down again and take his old place, would he not provoke laughter? And would it not be said of him that he had returned from his journey aloft with his eyes ruined, and that it was not worthwhile even to attempt ascent? In the previous text, we can see how thinking differently can alienate you. You might have grown up with a specific group of people, however, as you grow up, you might fall apart. You either see what is shown and move along like nothing ever happened, or you take a moment and appreciate what is given to you, just like the prisoner when he discovered the sun. As people discover new information that becomes a reality, they either leave or stay. All in all, everyone develops their own perception. And even though someone's perception might become a reality, it might not be your reality.